this is VOD's World. Today I'm going to be showing you some of my favorite drawings, and here's a little bit of a backstory. Since the pandemic started, I just had nothing to do. Literally, I was roaming around the house like a ghost, pretty much. So I thought of the idea of drawing, and I'm like, it'll keep me occupied for some time. So I started with this drawing art tutorials on YouTube called Art Hub. They were very, very explicit and very disciplined, so I quite loved it. They helped me draw these folding surprise, and I've drawn almost everything here. Like, he helped me draw Hulk, Lego Hulk, Baymax from Big Hero 6. This is my mom. She's a very good artist, if you ask me. I drew a phoenix, and then I moved on. So I'm like, all right, let's try something else. So I found another art tutorial on YouTube called Artland. Artland mainly focused on Godzilla, and so I started doing Godzilla, and I drew those Godzillas at the top, as you see, like Mecha Godzilla versus Godzilla and Kong, one of my favorite, if you say so. He helped me draw even helped me draw Venom versus Carnage. He helped me draw Spidey, Miles Morales. So it was very interesting. But now I moved on to another one. Art.simple. That dude is like radical. He is like out of this world. He blows my mind. I'm sorry. He drew a lot of things like animals. He drew monsters, drew dinosaurs, but the main thing he drew was anime. And that's where it all started for me. As you can see all around my room, and you will see soon, there's no wall without a drawing on it. No wall. So I started doing anime, and actually to say, I actually went pretty good. So I'm going to show you some of my animes that's some of my personal favorites. So let's get right into it. First anime drawings that I'm going to show you are from Beyblade Burst. I loved Beyblade Burst even before I started drawing, so here's some. So the first one here is called Delta Zakuro. He has a Beyblade called Venom Devilos from Beyblade Burst Rise. I love drawing him because his hairstyle was like one of the most funkiest in the entire Beyblade Burst Rise. And his famous quote is only one star in the sky can shine the brightest. And so yeah, I quite like drawing him. So the next one here is, as you can see with the really creepy looking eyes, is Diego Kuragami. He's Volta O's friend, who is a very famous blader and one of the best bladers there is out there. And he has Crusher Doomsizer in Evolution, which is one of the seasons. There are 5 seasons. You should look it up and watch it. I'm serious. And I think the first season, I think he has Dark Doomsizer, but I'm not quite sure. But he has Doomsizer, and his quote is Doomsizer, crush him. So that's Diego. Then we have one of a crazy hair guy from Beyblade Burst Turbo. It is Kuza Ackerman. Kuza Ackerman has this bay called Ultra Cognite, which is a balance type. So in Beyblade there are 4 types of bays. There's a defense, a stamina, and an attack type. But there's also a balance type, which is like all of those mixed together. So with Ultra Cognite, he can use defense and attack at the same time. So he's like crazy, and his hairstyle looks like a train kind of moving to me. So it's like really weird. The next person here is Suo Genji. He may look happy, but don't judge him from that, because he is really, really power hungry. This is one of his, I say sides, good side. So his famous quote is, "When I finish with you, you will never bloom again." He has this bay called Heat Salamander, and he has this friend called Fubuki Sumie, who's like in the same Beyblade school as he is. And he's really weak at first. Like, Fubuki always wins against him. But then he becomes power hungry and he wants to rip all the bays and crush them under his talons. So I love drawing him because I drew him in his happy state, but really in his angry state he is unstoppable. And I don't want to give you any spoilers, so we can move on. The next one is Gwyn Reynolds. She has this babe called Eclipse Genesis, and at the end of the Beyblade Burst Rise series, she's partnered with Arthur, who is like very, very strong, but they are no match for I won't say their names because I might spoil the entire series, but you get what I mean. So the next one we can move on to are my Naruto drawings. I'll just give you a second to look at them. So I'll start with the Naruto drawing. So the first one I really loved doing was, I can't reach because I'm too short, but this one, Boruto versus Kawaki. I love drawing that one because they have two swords. There's Boruto's energy sword and Kawaki's red sword, which is like super cool. So I love drawing those two. And the next one is Boruto in his Otsutsuki mode, which was this one. And I love drawing this one because you could take it from an angle where he was like this way and his head was like up, and he has like this horn coming out of his head. So I really love that one. And I really love drawing his eye closed for some reason and his Byakugan. So it was really, really fun. Next one was the Itachi Amaterasu. It may sound like a weird word, but that's the Japanese word. There's blood coming out of his eye because he's using his Mangekyo Sharingan. He's currently in the Akatsuki by this drawing, and he's battling his brother, Sasuke Uchiha. So, that one, I really love that one. So then, after I finished my Naruto, I moved on to Haikyuu, which is a story about a volleyball, which is interesting because I haven't seen a lot of animes about volleyball. So, the first one was, I love doing this one, the Maya twins, because this is Atsumu Maya, who's like the happy one, I guess you could call him, and he has this golden hair, I guess you could say. And then there's Osamu Maya, which has this brilliant silver hair, and it like, I just don't know how to explain it. You should really go watch it. And usually Osamu's not very happy. He's like pretty dull, like. But Atsumu was like, yeah, and he's always cheerful and enjoying. So currently they were at the Inarizaki High School when they played against the one and only Hinata Shoyo. He is the protagonist of the entire show, and he is like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just he starts as like people saw him as a heel, like, oh, he's not even strong. But when they saw what he could do and what he achieved, no one could question him. I drew this like his hand right at the screen, and once you get closer, the hand gets like more enlarged, so it may look a bit weird, but that's what it was. And currently, not currently, but he's at Karasuno High, which is a volleyball club that started out like, they had one of the best players and they even made it to nationals. But then they all left and like, it just pretty much just collapsed. Like, there was nothing left. But then he came back and they got an entire new squad, and I don't want to spoil it, but they are amazing. So I hope you enjoyed these drawings. I'll just show you some of my My Hero Academia drawings. I haven't watched much of My Hero Academia, so I'll just give you just show you the drawings, and then I'm gonna show you one of my bestest drawings I've ever done. You guys ready? You can just have a look at this for a second. And now, the one and only, the summoning jutsu of Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura. I really think this is definitely one of my best because I love doing the eyes. They all have different eyes. She has Sakura only has a dot. She even has some really cool eyelashes. Naruto has like these straight eyes when he's in his Sage mode. And then this is Sasuke with his Sharingan eyes with his either Mangekyo Sharingan or Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. And the last thing I wanted to say about this thing was there was an earthquake that hit where I'm living in Victoria. There was a big earthquake that hit which was like no one predicted it, so it was like creepy as. And I said to my mum that this is one of my best drawings ever. So if an earthquake comes, I'm going to take it and run. So it was like really funny. And I guess there's not much to say really. So I really hope you enjoyed my drawings. And you should really go check out Artland, Art Simple and Art Hub for Kids. So VOD's World out.